two women, both married to righteous men, both facing catastrophe. One told her husband to curse God and die. The other disobeyed angels and became a pillar of salt. Job's wife and Lot's wife failed when it mattered most. Here's what every wife and husband needs to understand. Job's wife watched 10 children die in one day. House collapsed during a feast. All the money? Gone. Livestock burned. Servants slaughtered. Her husband, the richest man in the East, now sits in ashes covered in boils, scraping them with broken pottery. The whole city's watching. Then she says it. Dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse God, and die. Job chapter 2 verse 9, translation. Just curse him. Trigger divine execution. End this nightmare. She wasn't evil. She was exhausted. A mother who buried 10 children asking her dying husband to quit. Job's response. Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. Job chapter 2 verse 10, he didn't call her foolish. He said she spoke like foolish women speak. Then he kept faith. Without her support, without her strength, when he needed her most, she became his temptation. Now Lot's wife, Egyptian woman who married into Abraham's covenant family. When Lot pitched his tent toward Sodom, she finally found home. Culture, comfort, community. Then the angels showed up at sunset. Arise, get out. Judgment is coming. She had minutes to choose. Here's what sermons skip. Lot had more than 2 daughters. The married ones refused to leave. Their sodomite husbands laughed at the warning. Lot's wife had to choose. Follow her husband out of Sodom, or stay with children who'd chosen destruction. The angels dragged them out. The command was crystal clear. Escape for thy life. Look not behind thee. Genesis chapter 19 verse 17, she heard it. Started running, but her feet headed to safety while her heart stayed in Sodom. With her daughters, her grandchildren, the life she'd built. One glance back, but his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. Genesis chapter 19 verse 26, instant geology. No second chance. No grace period for emotional attachment. She was 99% obedient. Made it out of the city. Seconds from safety. But her heart never left Sodom. Jesus himself warned, remember Lot's wife. Luke chapter 17 verse 32, of all the Old Testament examples Christ could have chosen, he picked her. The woman who followed with her feet but not her heart. The woman whose divided loyalty killed her mid-stride. Here's what both women teach. Real submission appears when agreement ends. Job's wife failed when tested by catastrophe, everything gone. Lot's wife failed when tested by attachment, everything she loved behind her. Both tried to override their husband's spiritual authority in crisis. Your wife's words have power. Job's wife spoke 6 words that could have destroyed her husband's faith. 4,000 years later, we're still talking about them. Your wife can't serve 2 masters, not your direction and her children's rebellion. Not your leadership and her family's expectations. When everything's burning, bankruptcy, diagnosis, public failure, you'll discover what her submission is built on, comfort or covenant.